What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Tonight we have a 2020 F250 and we're going to be installing some Morimoto front headlamps. If anybody's interested in installing these on the front of their truck, we're going to zip forward and show you how to get these on your Superdutys. Alright guys, let's check it out. Alright guys, thanks so much for coming back and checking this install out. I know these are going to be a hot item. People want to upgrade from the factory halogen lights to LEDs. If it wasn't an option on your truck, well, my friends, it now can be. So to get to the install, I'm going to link a couple of videos in the description showing you guys how to take the front grille out and illustrating that. You guys can watch at your own pace, and we're going to continue right where you see it now. So after you get the grille off, your truck's going to pretty much look just like this, and you're going to have three 10 millimeters, one here. You're going to have two 10 millimeters, one here, and a 13 millimeter right here. Now, in order to get this, I did have to drop the bumper just a smidge, and there is a trim piece that goes on here, and you'll see you have some trim clips here, and above some other trim clips. The trim clips above are different, the ones on the bottom are different. Make sure you don't mess those up. That allows you to get to these 18 mil bolts that I just left loose, and then I took the 15 mil bolts loose right here and right here, which allowed my bumper to significantly drop down so I could get that bolt out. So once you get to this step, your headlights are going to be loose and ready to come out. Alright, so we're going to start with the passenger front headlight, and so once all the bolts are out, you're going to want to pretty much, I'm not saying yank on it, but work it after you pop this little tab up here so you got more leverage. Notice the headlight's going to drop down here underneath the fender, and it's going to want to pull out. Here's a little plastic grommet that you're going to want to pop off and put back into the body on both sides if that's going to come out. So white, the gray connector, the lighter connector, convolute color is going to be on top. In the middle we have our turn signal, and the black convolute is our other headlight connector, and here is our marker lamp. So now the passenger headlamp is removed from the truck. Alright, some of the things you're going to have to do while installing your new headlights is you're going to have to access the battery junction box. So if you guys remember the video of me actually replacing the battery junction box, I'll put a link in the description so you guys can see better. But this is how it sits as you are standing next to the vehicle. If you pop this up and turn it inside of its cavity, right down in here, you'll be actually able to pull this out like this instead of trying to pull it out like this. Turn it in there, pull it out. Once you get it out, the directions say go to fuse 16. Well, when you pull out this 10 amp, that is not fuse 16. That's actually fuse F50. It is a 10 amp controlling the PCM and TCM modules. So we are going to make sure we definitely have a positive connection in there. And then when you're done, what I am going to do is I'm going to run the wire right in this location along this power wire. Now I just installed the cover, and you can see this wire right here is coming out of the cover, and I've gotten it on there pretty secure. I can't really pull up on it. I've gotten it latched down, so that's why I wanted to notch that out a little bit so I could make sure that was snapped down in there. But I followed the wire, like the main battery loom, came down, past the air filter. Customer's got a bunch of plow wiring and stuff in here. So we are going to be using the black headlight harness, this one, and newly installed harness for the C-rings. That's the right hand side, but you got to get it over to the left hand side. So I went underneath pretty much the core support components, and I went up through here, followed the harness right along the core support, actually wound up attaching it to the hood release cable, have it coming through here over the radiator, and where it's now going to permanently reside over in the driver's side. So I'm going to get the passenger side headlight installed, and before we put it in, we're going to test the operation. Okay, I've made all my connections. I'm using the black lower connector for the headlight, and I've attached our newly ran wire, made all the other various connections. So I'm just gonna, you guys can see the void of space that's gonna be in here. Okay, so I'm just gonna gently set this thing in here, just like we removed the factory one. So work the top in. This clip right here. Let's see, let me grab the keys. That's pretty sweet. All right, let's get the driver's side. This is it. The truck is back together. This is the final step in making sure everything is working. First initial turn on. Check it out, fellas. Wow. Straight awesome. I want you to check the turn signal out. Man. So nasty. That really looks phenomenal. Ooh-wee. All right, let's check it and see. Let's check out and see what it looks like with the truck running and the headlights on. Headlights are on. Fog lights are on. Headlights off. See the intensity change. Headlights back on. Wow. Headlights off again. Check that out, you guys. Turn signals. Way cool. Way cool. The last step that we had to do was to make sure we turn off the daytime running lamp feature in the instrument cluster that was depicted in the instructions from Morimoto. And once you're completed, your truck is going to look like this. Tell me in the comment section below if anybody's ever had to use these lights for their truck, if they were successful. Did they like them? Do they have any problems? And the feedback is what I'm most curious about. Thanks so much for watching, everybody. Make sure to like, comment, sub, share. And you know how I love lights. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you next time. See you.